Hello, everybody. My name is Luo Hao, and I'd like to present our work towards finer grained access control for globally accessible IoT. For Internet of Things, the access control is neither like the Internet web application nor the physical objects. When we consider the IoT ecosystem paradigm, a bunch of IoT devices interact with each other, and the applications run upon the network actually query the data across devices from multiple administrative domains. This is beyond a single centralized point. So our work is an initial effort on such a scenario where devices are massive, everywhere, mostly globally accessible, but require dynamic and flexible access control mechanisms. And we would like to explore an approach that can address this problem, which can also represent a general case. Current access control approaches like access control list or the role-based access control are too rigid to be generalized to different scenarios. Well, the capability-based access control is the most flexible one and the finest grained one, but it is really hard to manage. We therefore focus on the attribute-based access control. It is standardized and fairly manageable, and we also think the granularity is enough for most of the cases. It also allows us to design access control policies based on the observation of the physical world. Like it can allow us to express some policies like only Columbia students can access or professors can access students' records who taking their courses. With IoT devices involved, we need to access data from different sources, which drives the system to be somewhat decentralized, and the values to the attributes cannot be always be assumed easy to retrieve. We therefore develop a directory that serves like intermediate to store the metadata of IoT devices. The directory is assumed to be running on the edge computation nodes, and it is able to run complex access control mechanisms for those devices with limited resources. So we now have a two-phased approach. First, we access to metadata profiles from uh, distributed directories. Then we access to the device APIs or the uh, database. If the data are multi-sourced, for example, a device can host historical data on the cloud and some real-time data on itself on the controller, the directory can actually act as a proxy. So the information retrieval process is unknown to the outside user. Also, the directory can also assign GW token to a user for further access to devices that are not able to validate the request through the complicated attribute policy itself, but rely on the directories to verify the attributes. It is also actually the such a directory-based access control policy, access control mechanisms is non-trivial to deal with. So, and we categorize different attributes with different ways to retrieve, like something like retrieve the location-based attributes is always hard to do. And in the future, we might consider updates of the attributes, and we also consider the device mobility. Also, we will think about how to uh, promise the least privileges. Okay, thanks for watching the video. You have my email address, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.